Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Adam, and today we're going to be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is Duel Monsters. This is the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Game they ever made. So, come on, 1998 for the Game Boy. Game Boy, not Game Boy Color, so completely in black and white. Welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Before you begin a new game, enter a duelist name. That kind of rhymed. It's how you'll be known in this world. Choose wisely because you cannot change it later. Well, my name is Adam, so let's go ahead with that. Oh no, hold on. I hit start, I was expecting it to be finished. Yes, my name is Adam. Okay, so Versus is how you play against other people, which is not supported on the early days collection. Same with trading, you can't do. And then Records is just going to see what your win and losses are. So, let's just go ahead and jump into campaign. So, you need to duel all 4 of these guys and beat them 5 times each to unlock the Duelist Kingdom. We're going to go ahead and start with Tristan, though, because he is the easiest to duel. Each of the duelists are going to have a deck that is from a pool of cards, with each card having a number out of 2,048 chance of being in the deck. And the pools can be pretty big too. So their deck's going to be different every single time you duel them, and then the cards you win from them are also different every single time. So I'm going to give a brief summary here though of each duelist before we duel them, as well as every time you beat them like 10 times you get a specific card, and then if you beat them 20 times you get another card, and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you guys that stuff right now. So for Tristan here, his deck is actually just only 3 different cards. They're all about 300. They all have 300 attack points. There's no one stronger than that. So, in the cards that you win from him, nothing crazy. However, at 100 wins, you get the left leg of Exodia. So they expect you to duel him 100 times, which is absolutely insane. We're definitely not going to do that. I'm Tristan. Beat the 4 of us 5 times each, and we'll lay you through to the next stage. And then we can edit our deck here, look at our deck, but we're just going to go ahead and duel. We don't have any extra cards, so our deck is not very good, as you can see. And just go ahead and put him in attack mode and end our turn. You can only use 1 card per turn as well, so you got to be pretty sure with what you're doing. And then you can't play like a spell and a monster in the same turn. You have to either choose a monster or a spell card. The turn's also going to end as soon as you don't have any more cards that you can use, which is pretty nice. Then there, if you're familiar with some of these older games, a lot of these older ones have an attribute system. This one does not. And there's also no sacrificing or no tributing, no stars, nothing like that. It's very, very, very basic, like from the manga. I don't even think the show is out yet even. But these rules are pretty basic. As you can see, this is very, very easy. All Tristan stuff is only 300 attack points, and a lot of our guys are higher than that. Also, the deck you get in the beginning here is also all random, so if you don't like the cards you get, you can always restart and look at your deck and see what you have and try to get some good cards, I guess, if you want to go that way. But that was pretty easy, so gotta do that 4 more times. Bummer, I lost. Want to go again? And then Taya's gonna give us a card after every time. So you got the man-eating plant, awesome. And then now that's in our trunk, so if we wanted to add it to our deck, I accept your challenge. I'll show you how determined I am. We'd have to go to our deck and then remove a card. Oh, we have Mountain already, that's cool. Let's look at this. Okay, that's not very weak, hold on. The Key Mace is really weak, so let's return that and then go to the trunk. And then you're gonna add to deck. And then that's how you add a card to your deck. It's pretty easy. You're only gonna probably get so few good cards. Like, a lot of the cards in this game are pretty bad. I mean, it's just attack points and defense points with the picture. There's only like 1 that has an effect, and that's Petite Moth, and it's only able to be obtained by beating Weevil 100 times, so. But it's so weak, it's so hard to have it survive a turn, you know, and you can't play multiple cards, so you can't play it and then play a spell to protect it or whatever, so. I don't know. It's kind of silly. And then Exodia, obviously. You get all 5 pieces, you win. But each piece is locked behind 100 wins behind a different person, so you essentially get 500 wins just to get Exodia. And then if you think about it, even if each game only takes 30 seconds, right? Each 100 wins is going to take you about an hour and a half. So then that's like, you know, 6-7 hours of grinding just to get Exodia. Like, screw that, dude. So as you can see, this is pretty easy, so we're just going to go ahead and knock out Tristan here a couple more times and then move on to the next duelist. And that is win number 5. So the next person we're going to duel is Bakura. His strongest possible monster is the Mushroom Man with 800 attack points. that's only 2 out of 2,048. So the average attack point of his monster is like 500 though. So your starter deck should be plenty to beat it. Now at 10 wins, you do get Yami. So if you want to go like a Fiend route, that's a good, easy way to get that card. And then you got a bunch of spell cards from him that'll like raise your life points and stuff. And then DN Kyoto, the Cure Master, is his 100 win prize. Also, the cards at 100 wins, the ones in red there, that's the only way you can obtain the cards is by beating them 100 times, which is why super silly. You can't get them as a drop. So let's go ahead and get into the duel with him. These are all pretty easy. You really shouldn't have to change your deck at all for these first 4 duels. You should be able to beat them with a starter deck, any starter deck basically. My name is Bakura. If you can beat each of us in the duels 5 times, you can go on ahead. Well, Tristan already told me that, but thank you. He's making sure I'm aware, you know. So, like I said, his average attack point is about 500. So, with our guy here should be plenty. And then his maximum he could possibly have is 800. So, we already win basically because we have the 900 attack point monster. Like, we got it. There's also, with no duelists in this entire game can use spell cards. None of them have spells in their deck. We are the only person that can use spells. We also always go first. So it's pretty easy to win once you kind of understand the game. Like, if you didn't know the opponents don't use spells, you might be, like, afraid of Raigeki and stuff, or some of these other cards. But once you have that knowledge, it's pretty easy. There's also no trap cards in this game either. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but yeah, no trap cards at all. I'll hit him with the Kagemusha. And then that was pretty easy. Look at that. And then Bakura's going to give you some random fiends and stuff. They're all going to be pretty weak though, so nothing too crazy. Oh, it looks like I lost this one. Keep getting more cards and build a deck of your own. I intend on it. Kagemusha. Okay. Well, that's not too bad actually. That's a warrior. That's going to come up later. So we're going to go ahead and just beat him 4 more times real fast. It's honestly kind of impressive how much they can get across in the pixel art here, only being in grayscale. I think it looks pretty good. Once he gets the colors, though, in the next game, it looks really good. I always liked the pixel art on these old Yu-Gi-Oh games. I thought they did a very good job. And duel number 5 won. But it will be great if you keep dueling with me to get more rare cards. You don't have any rare cards though, really. The next person we're going to duel is Yugi. So his strongest monster in his whole deck is going to be the Happy Lover. 26 out of 2,048 chance of being in his deck. It only has 800 attack points though. His average attack points is going to be about 600. His cards are actually not too bad that you can win from. The Horn of the Unicorn, Dark Piercing Light, Penguin Knights, and stuff like that. And then Curse of Dragon and then Guy of the Fierce Knight. He actually has 2 cards that are unique to him at 90 and 100 wins. So let's go ahead and get into that one. I'm Yugi. Nice to meet you. Beat each of us 5 times, and you can advance. No problem. This should be pretty easy, I think. Alright. I say his best monster is tying with mine on the field right now, so okay. I say, like, that's why we look at the averages, because all of the cards in his deck are chosen at random. So what I did was I just looked at the chances, and I kind of averaged out, like, to see what the most likely cards in his deck are going to be, and figure out what the average like attack points are of those monsters. It's not like they're going to be actually like 600 attack point monsters. I'm not like averaging out to like 625 is like the average attack. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Like the average you're saying are the attack points of the actual monsters you're going to be encountering. It's not just like a numerical average. I wanted to see like what the cards are most likely to be occurring. So cool, easy peasy on the Yugi. Next time, I'll believe in the cards my grandpa gave me. That will bring me to the win. Mushroom Man. Were you not believing in the cards before, Yugi? I promised for my grandpa that I would defeat you with this card. Which card? Is it Dark Magician? He actually doesn't have the Dark Magician at all in his deck or in his victory pool at all. They say that for Yami Yugi later, which I guess makes sense. We got some pretty decent monsters though in our starting deck, like the Ryukishin here, like 1,000 attack points. It's actually pretty good for this early in the game, as you guys can see. It's stronger than every card in the first 2 people whose decks that we dueled. Although Joey has a little bit better cards in his deck, but we'll talk about him when we get there. Oh no, 800 defense, it blocked my attack. How dare it. There you go, second duel one. And that's duel number 5. Alrighty, and now the last one is gonna be Joey. So, for Joey, he is going to actually have a Red Eyes in his deck, potentially. He only has a 1 in 2048 chance, though, so it's pretty low, unlikely to happen, but it is possible, so I wouldn't tell you about it. 2,400 attack points, so you're not going to be able to beat that if he summons it, except if you have Raigeki, so hold Raigeki in case he accidentally has it. Now, Joey's the best person to grind in this beginning area, which I really recommend you do at this point. His first card that you get at 10 wins is going to be Sogen, and then Legendary Sword at 20, Tiger Axe, and then a bunch of Warriors that are actually pretty good attack points, then Red Eyes at 100 wins. So, I'm going to actually grind Joey a lot after this episode before I go to the next one so that my deck is prepared. I'm going to do a Warrior one this time. It's what I recommend for your first time playing this game if you're playing it. It's the best way to go, I think. It's the easiest too. Just get all the Warriors. Hi, I'm Joey, the future dueling champion. You gotta beat me in 5 duels to go ahead. Alrighty, that was a terrible accent, I'm sorry. Alright, and then let's summon him. Oh no, hold on, I did not say what his average attack, his monsters are. The average attack of his monster is about 700 attack points. So Kagamusha here will be fine, as long as he doesn't get the Red Eyes. Oh no, there's 800 defense. No. Oh no. Okay, so I have to attack. I can't. I guess I could have put it in defense, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, cool. Hinotama. Or not Hinotama. Doran. Let's go ahead and kill the Kurama. And then hopefully the Kagamusha can kill this thing. Okay, good. Joey's actually the hardest person in the beginning area. Isn't that weird? And Tristan sucks. That's not abnormal, though. That's very typical. Yeah, he obviously has better stuff, so if you're having trouble with Joey, just go grind some of the other guys, try to get some better cards for your deck, and then change it up a little bit, but normally I can just beat Joey 5 times without having to change up my starting deck. You're normally fine. You're gonna have some monsters die here and there, it's not that big of a deal, though. Now, unless he gets the Red Eyes, which I've never actually seen him get the Red Eyes. I've beaten this game like 4 times, I think, 4 or 5 times. I actually have it on game for the Game Boy, the physical copy of the Japanese version. I got it for like $5. Pretty inexpensive. Oh cool, perfect seize. Look at that, super easy. I'll get you back for this. That's a promise. So let's just go ahead and duel Joey 4 more times. I'm the man. I'll beat you fair and square, so bring it on. Hey, look, I go first again. The M Warrior is pretty solid, 1,000 attack points. He shouldn't have anything to beat over that. So Doran and M Warrior, that sets me up pretty well to win this duel pretty fast. You can normally get a good idea if you're going to win or not from the first couple monsters that come out and play, you know? Until you're dueling Kaiba and you just drop some Blue Eyes out of nowhere with 3,000 attack points, which super sucks. But I can't remember, I don't think the chance of him actually getting Blue Eyes in his deck is very high. Which is sad because you expect him to have Blue Eyes, but also nice because Blue Eyes is kind of hard to deal with. Especially if you don't have your own Blue Eyes. Ah, no! The monster died. How dare you? So save that Raigeki just in case he somehow draws his Red Eyes. I'd hate to use it and then then have him play Red Eyes and then I'd lose to that. 300 life points. Okay, no Red Eyes. Perfect. Alright, we'll Raigeki now since we're about to win. Win number 2. Perfect. And win number 5. Another Misaki. Nice. Cool, and with that, look at that. We unlocked the Duelist Kingdom. So we're going to go ahead and duel all these guys in the next part, so stay tuned for that. Well, that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like down below. If you want to see more of my content, please give me a subscribe on the channel right here, or check out this video right here if you want to watch some more of my stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.